Today, I'm sharing with you my 3 top tips to help you increase your course completion rates for your online courses in Kajabi. If you want to take advantage of a free 30-day trial of Kajabi to play with the platform yourself, you can use my link profityourknowledge.com/Kajabi. This is an affiliate link, so I get a small percentage of your investment in Kajabi, but there's no extra cost to you compared to if you went through Kajabi's website yourself. All this does is simply support me and this channel for referring someone to Kajabi. But when you sign up with my link, I'm going to give you instant access to a course I created called Kajabi Kickstart, which is going to help you set up and launch your online business with Kajabi in that first 30 days. On top of that, when you're inside of Kajabi Kickstart, you will have access to a free 45-minute coaching session with me where you and I both get to deep dive into your Kajabi account, and I will be there to answer any questions you have about Kajabi, marketing, or even making your first sale with the platform. All of this is free, and you can get instant access by going to profityourknowledge.com/Kajabi or clicking the link down in the description. Without further ado, let's dive into Kajabi. So the first thing I'm going to show you about increasing your course completion rates, I'll start with the product. So we're going to go to our product tab, down to courses, and in this example, I'll click on the Epic Mini Course. So we click on the Epic Mini Course, and this is our actual course content. Now, what I want you to think about here first is the example of the bookstore method. This is something I learned from a mentor of mine named Graham Cochran. He talked about when you show up at a library and you're looking for some sort of knowledge, you're looking for a book. Let's use relationships as the example. You go over to the relationship section, personal development, and there's this huge wall of all these different books about relationships. But one of the titles stands out to you and it makes you want to pull the book off the shelf because the title alone of the book was intriguing to you and it spoke to your pains and your desires. When you get the book, what happens next? You open the book up and go to the table of contents. You start to look at the chapters. What's inside of the book? What's the meat and potatoes of this book? We want to think the same way about our course, just as not a book, okay? But it is the same concept. Your title has to pull them in. The Epic Mini Course is not a great course name title, okay? Effortless Income is a better course title. That's a course that I have. Effortless Income. It walks you through how to set up your business for passive income and for creating courses and leveraging systems and that kind of stuff. Hence why it's called Effortless Income. Over time, you build out this system that makes making money online feel like it's effortless. You can literally wake up the next day and overnight you made a sale or multiple sales, which is an incredible feeling. And that's what I've been able to build my business around. And it's what I teach you inside of this course. But the name Effortless Income, when I was doing research, I shared that with people and they were like, that sounds cool and it's intriguing. So that's what pulls people in. But then they read the table of contents and they see what's entailed with the course. And then they're a lot more intrigued to check it out. So as you build out your course, what people really want is a transformation. You have to study your audience. And I have different videos where I go over this, but you have to find out where people are at, the bulk of your audience, where do they want to be related to the topic of your course. From there, if it's a mini course, I'd say pick out 5 steps. These are the meat and potatoes, everything that you need to know broken down into 5 steps. Now that could be very difficult for people to edit, to eliminate options, because there's a difference between the nice to know and the need to know information. So we just want to have people taking away the need to know information. And when it comes to creating titles, you just want your titles to be benefit driven. Right here, if we click edit video in Kajabi, I have a video, how to find what people want to buy. It's all about customer research. It's what I just shared with you. It's finding point A and point B so you can lay out the roadmap. So that is a more intriguing title than me just saying Customer Research 101. Even though you could say that, Customer Research 101, and then a colon, how to find what people want to buy. That would be more intriguing. Okay, but your lesson content has to speak to the benefits of what people really want and the transformation they want to achieve. If this was about creating an online course, how to find what people want to buy has to be the first step, or how to virtually guarantee a product will sell. That's a great way to put it as well. But you have to think about what's that first step and how can I create this in a way that's going to be benefit driven, where it's not a nice to know, it's a need to know, and someone has to click it. Your lesson titles should sell the content itself. And then from there, it's about creating really engaging, catchy content so people actually want to finish it. But when your content is killer, the titles are killer, people are going to want to finish your course content. Another awesome thing that we can do in Kajabi to increase our course completion rates is to add a quiz or assessment in our course and do it strategically. For example, with the Epic Mini Course, I can add a quiz halfway through that tests people's knowledge, or after each lesson if I really wanted to. If you have multiple different modules, which are a collection of lessons, this would be an example of one module, then at the end of the module, you can add a quiz. The way that we do this in Kajabi is once you're inside of your outline, you go up here to add content and then just click on quiz. And from here, you can change the question of the quiz. You can decide if you want it to be multiple choice. You can attach an image and pick your own responses as well, or add another option, whatever it is that you want to do. You can change up all of this. You can even see what the results are like as well. So when you set this up the way that you want it, you can always hit save, make sure it's on publish, and then we can go back to our course. But we can move this around wherever we want inside of our course. So you can keep it down at the end. Or after each lesson, you can add a new one where people can take the actual quiz. Quizzes keep people engaged when they're taking your course. It keeps them on their toes, and it helps them retain the information better and almost gamifies your course, which is why they are very helpful to add if you want to increase your course completion. And my third way that you can increase your course completion rates is to add an email sequence that gets triggered every time somebody buys your course. This email sequence is a welcome email sequence. It's saying, hey, thanks so much for buying X course. Over the next 7 days, I'm going to send you emails to help you get the most out of this course. The way that you build this in Kajabi and connect it to your course is by going down to the marketing tab, and then you can create a new email sequence, and we'll call this the welcome sequence. Hit continue. And you can pick whichever template you want out of the various ones. I personally just like the simple text. We'll call this welcome email 1. From here, we have our first email. Now, what I recommend is to create 7 emails. Now, I know that may sound like more work, and it is, but it's definitely worth it. Basically, what happens is people find out about you. They purchase your course. Over the next 7 days, you're just sending them 1 email per day that just tells them how to get the most out of your course. Just a quick tip. Did you know that you can do this? I cover it in this lesson. And then you link to your course and your lesson or your login page in the email. So when you create an email sequence, you can decide what day the first email is going to get sent. I would say keep it on 0. This is right when they purchase, you're going to send this. And think about it like a series, a mini series that is just designed to help them get the most out of your course. You can change the subject line. You can say something like mini series 1 or use an acronym for your course. And then down here, you can edit your entire course content, change up the email however you want. When you're done, just hit save. We can go back to the welcome sequence, and from here you can add a new email, and then you'll be able to pick the template that you want to use again. I'll just use simple text again. Welcome email 2. Now this one is going to go out on day 1 rather than day 0, and you can pick whatever time you want it to be sent. Let's say 7 a.m. Hit save, and then we'll go back over to the welcome sequence, and now you can see email 1, email 2. So you want to create 7 of these is what I would recommend. At a bare minimum, I'd say 5. It kind of depends on the size of your course, but I think the best rule of thumb is just 7 emails. Just gives them tips and tricks and how they can get the most out of your course. Once you have your email sequence built, now we want to make sure that when people buy, they automatically get sent and put onto this email sequence. The way we do this is by going to the sales tab, and we'll go down to the Epic Mini Course. From here, we can scroll down to automations. So right here, when the offer is purchased, then we want to subscribe them to an email sequence. And from here, we can pick welcome sequence and then hit save. And that's all you need to do. We can hit save one more time just to confirm. Now what's going to happen is every time somebody purchases the Epic Mini Course in this example, they're automatically going to get put onto the welcome sequence with those 7 emails that you send out each day, redirecting people back to your course. So those are my 3 tips to help you increase your course completion rates inside of Kajabi. If you're thinking about trying out Kajabi, consider checking out my link down in the description. You get a free 30-day trial, a free course, and then also a free one-to-one coaching call with me, where I'm there to support you in getting the most out of your 30-day free trial so you can really fall in love with Kajabi and use it to its full potential to grow your online business. There's a link down in the description to learn everything you need to know, profityourknowledge.com/Kajabi. Let me know in a comment below which one of these was helpful for you. Did you already know these? Do you apply every one of these ideas in your Kajabi account? I'd love to hear your thoughts in a comment below. I hope this is helpful and insightful for you, and I will see you in the next one.